What's up, everybody? This is Friday's Casual Conversation. My topic will be all over the place, but it's fine. So I guess I'll start the intro with, I am joined by the host guy, and that's all he is. He doesn't get anything else.
Oh,
I don't
snap.
care about his kangaroo cap and
lot
whatever.
of shade thrown at Pete.
He might soon have the best beard in the business, though. I might give him that.
Somebody has that.
Where do you
Since he keeps growing it
auditioning for Ginger Santa Claus?
Yeah. You like it?
Yeah.
He's
It's looking good.
hockey season started, so he's growing out
The
the
playoff
playoff beard
beard.
already.
Yeah.
Going to the Devils game on the 8th if you want to come. Sidebar.
Yeah, why not?
You're doing No Shave November in October? Is that what you're doing?
We're basically late June.
Anyway. Hi, host.
Are you going to say his name? No.
Peter Anderson.
That's what I live and breathe.
You don't get cool intros when I do.
Yeah.
So every Friday you're
Every
that
Friday
guy who's over
you
there.
get crappy intros.
Yep.
This is a thing that's going to probably happen.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I sense it already.
Oh, I have to introduce Nick too. I thought you'd go into that about his ponytail and stuff.
Oh, you're the
All
host
right, well,
for today's episode. Fuck you want me to do?
definitely has. Well, then you're not the host then, so get in. Go over there. And I'm also joined by the man to my right.
Is it your right? Yeah.
Your left.
Your left.
Sorry.
He does have the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
There we go.
I get to
You
do
got
my
an
whole
intro?
thing. I got my whole... I got the love, baby.
See?
He's over there singing Black Eyed Peas songs, and I'm not. Where is the love?
I gave you the best almost beard in the business. You get that part.
Almost
Somebody
beard.
has that.
That'll be your intro.
Who has
then.
that?
You'll be that.
No, I don't know.
Who has the best beard in the business?
I can't talk about that.
Nobody in improv gaming. We do all kind of have some, but just
I mean, I've got like a 5 o'clock shadow. It's not
you
really
have
a beard.
facial hair though.
Yeah, I
I
guess
think
so.
we would be all lost without it.
You're my Puerto Rican poster. It's fine.
It's already offensive.
I know.
All right, so my topic today,
Joe doesn't like to introduce himself.
I don't need to.
So
I'm
that's
the man without an introduction. I'm
so the man
host.
with the ponytail is Mr. Nicholas De Jesus.
How's it going tonight, ladies
You
and
don't get
gentlemen?
those types of introductions. He has a ponytail. That's all that matters.
And your host for this Friday,
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ayatollah
What?
of rock and roller,
What?
Joe.
He does put out some good music lately, so I'll take that one. Anyway,
There you go.
So we'll get into my. I was thinking of this when we started off with favorite video games. I was thinking about arcade games, so it's a little video game related.
Favorite cartoons?
Well, cartoons, and I was thinking of because I was thinking about arcades because we're improv gaming.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Oh, what's your favorite?" And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe I'll go with what's your favorite arcade games?"
Okay.
I feel like we always do a casual conversation, and
And
one
there's
of them
always a
is,
topic
like,
about
gaming
video games. Yeah. Well, we
Well,
are
like
gamers. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like we are gamers essentially.
Next week I'll bring in sports, and then I'll isolate it.
Yeah, and then I'll be off in the
You know,
corner.
so that's
and-
why I figured let's start at least the first week of this with stuff we can all talk about. But anyway,
So,
when I went to
arcade.
Vegas, they have a museum there. It's called a pinball museum, but they have all different arcade games.
Okay.
So I guess my casual conversation question would be, were you ever into arcade games?
Oh, I loved arcade games. Oh yeah,
Because
I lived
know
in the arcades.
Even that, every time I go down to shore, the hotel we stayed at
Mm-hmm.
had arcade games.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah. It's like
I
a.
like that more than
It's like a
actually
thing.
going.
Yeah, it's like a thing at like all these casinos. Is like there's an arcade there, and like you don't see it anywhere else anymore. So it's actually like kind of it's like
Yeah, it's a-
since our generation grew up and now we're going to the casinos. It's like the casinos are like, remember this?
Yeah,
You like
you can
this?
play this.
You can give us money this way.
You don't have to lose at blackjack every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
So what was your?
Oh
go-to game?
man, dude, fuck me. That's a big question,
Because I
man.
know growing up, and we left this off the cartoon one, but this was one of my was the Ninja Turtles one. You could play it 4 players.
Oh yeah.
The streets.
The
and
Simpsons one
Simpsons
was
good
pretty
too.
nice, right? Marvel versus Capcom, obviously. You got to talk
Marvel
about
vs.
that.
Capcom was great.
That was phenomenal. You got to talk about Jurassic Park, right? Where you sit in it and
you
you're
sit there and you're like,
and you're
Yep.
and you're like fighting the fucking T-Rex as it's chasing the Range Rover. You got to
It's
talk
kinda
about
sad that it's like a dying art.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
I mean, Boulder City still has it. They have a decent size, but you don't.
yeah,
As
unless
kids
you
growing up, we had every Speedway
Oh, yeah.
17 had
Yeah.
full arcade and all different stuff you can do.
You had what, Cruising USA, right? You had the Star Wars little like Jurassic Park thing that they had, the Star Wars version of it.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong? Really? Was there Donkey Kong at the arcade? I mean, classic arcade before we were born, yeah. But like, you mean like Donkey Kong the way we know it, or Donkey Kong
No, they had
the Atari version?
Yeah, the Atari version.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had that on
which
the
is
arcade.
that, yeah. But you had tons of games like
Well, I
that.
was thinking that because I played like the original Mario, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" It
Mm-hmm.
like, threw me off. I'm like, "This isn't Mario because it's not what you remember." Right?
Yeah,
I was like, "Whoa, wow!"
really throws you the fuck
They
off
had
with
that in
that.
that arcade, and I was like, "You know what? Because of our generation, hey, this is kind of cool."
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. What I mean, I was like bouncing whenever I was in an arcade, dude. I was bouncing between like 17 games, so like I couldn't pick one that was my favorite. Right? I had Mortal Kombat. I had Marvel versus Capcom. I had Jurassic Park. I had Star Wars. I had fuck, I can't remember all of them. Jesus Christ. Cruising
I
USA.
remember we
You
used to
had
spend a lot of money, like when we go down to shore play House of the Dead.
yeah.
Like, all right, here's $10. We're getting $10 in quarters. We're gonna beat this damn game.
yeah. Time Crisis.
Time Crisis. Was
Fucking,
good
I
too.
love Time Crisis, dude. I
Crisis
swore by Time Crisis. When you finally got it on the PlayStation, I used to put a controller on the ground so that then I could play it like I was in the arcade and you'd step on the
Yeah, you
controller.
step on it.
What about you, Pete? What was your favorite arcade game?
What was your go-to game?
None.
You didn't play in the arcade?
I didn't do the arcade.
It
You didn't do
allowed
that?
to.
You weren't? Were you allowed at the arcade?
No.
What kind of gamer were you here?
No, one of my favorite arcade games, of course, no surprise. It's a beloved fighting game franchise.
Tekken.
I don't know if you know this, guys. I platinum Tekken 7
Easiest
a
person
couple
to
months
read
ago.
in the world.
Still undefeated. I'm calling you out, Mr. David Castaldo. You think you could beat me? You think you're better? Come on down to fucking Whoop-Ass Avenue and I will kick your ass in Tekken with my hands behind my back. And I will play with my face and still win.
I'm glad you said that you would play with your face because that was going a very, very disturbing direction.
Yeah. He wanted to rate this rated.
I was going to question the dexterity of whatever you were going to play with.
One of my favorite things about the arcade, of course, was racing games. Now, of course, you say, Pete, you're not a big racing game guy. We know you from the channel. You hate RTSs. You hate racing games. I do. And I do, guys. I hate them very, very much. Except for Mario Kart. Shout out
When
to
did
Mario
this
Kart.
turn into like
the Pete hour.
But you can't hate on an actual racing module.
okay. I'll let that slide because it seems like you were saying the right word, but wanted to slip in a letter just in case, just in case it was the wrong word.
So you have the pedal, you have the brake, you have the shift, you have the steering wheel. Of course, if anybody knows, you never do the automatic. You always do the manual when you're at the arcade. So I'd be cruising on the USA, Nick.
Going 50 because he was
Shifting gears. It would go back and I would start going 30 miles an hour. But that was like cool because I'm like, I don't have this experience at home, which
Yeah.
I always like because the arcades were always different. You know, you bring fighting games, you know, with the fight sticks home, but nothing tops, you know, facing somebody right next to you in Tekken and Marvel vs. Capcom and all these games, these racing games, saying who's the best out of all of us, you know?
Virtua Fighter.
Virtual.
I didn't play that much,
Yeah.
but I definitely played it.
Well, once Tekken came out, that was it.
Yeah,
Virtua Fighter was dead.
Virtual Fighter was gone.
See, but I feel with the arcades, and nothing against them, I think they were primarily, obviously, racing games, fighting games, or shooting games. There was no, like, you couldn't do anything. Like, arcade game is like, you couldn't go and play a game with a story or like.
Of course not.
That's all.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
know.
arcade game.
It's not the point.
I know, but I'm.
It's the same reason why online is popular now. It's easy, it's fun, and you can trash talk your friends.
I am the nicest person alive.
You know what I do wish? I do wish arcades were around. I would just love to. I don't remember which Tekken it was. I think it was Tekken 5 on the arcade.
Tekken 4.
Oh, 4. I couldn't remember which one it was. The people would just line up and throw their coins on there.
Yeah,
I got next. I got next.
yes.
I would love to see Pete there doing that.
I wouldn't be doing that because I would be the victor.
Okay,
Tekken
well,
4,
that's
the
I would love to
best.
see Pete just take on all challengers.
Tekken 4, the best Tekken
I feel
game.
like Pete.
They
right,
introduced you
without
to
lag,
Christy.
without lag at
Yeah.
at
That's
an
what
arcade
he's
would get
over there
demolished.
unplugging
Like,
Without Steve Fox, first debut of Steve Fox on Tekken 4, the best Tekken game ever. Thank you very much. I still play that at my Dave & Buster's and whoop all kinds of candy ass.
Do you?
Yes.
They have it at Dave & Buster's?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I'm going to whoop
Buster's
your
running
ass in
for
that
what
now.
he's saying.
Bring it on.
I'm going to whoop your ass.
That we
using
gotta-
your character.
I'll live,
Steve Fox.
No.
I'll live stream it. Improv Gaming at Dave & Buster's just for the hell of it.
You know what's gonna be funny, right? Because back when Jeremy was still here, right? These guys were like,
R.I.P.
"Oh, we gotta go to Evo and blah blah blah." And I got Street Fighter V, right? We got Street Fighter V. And I think I've told this story several thousand times. But the funny part about it is I was like, I gotta see what these guys are coming with. So I told them, I was like, you know what? I'm getting Street Fighter V. You guys got to come over. We got to play. I got to see how you're representing Improv Gaming over at Evo. And they came over and I demolished them.
We had better matches.
I still demolished the both of you, right? It wasn't until like Pete went home and was like, and mind you, right? We got the game, and we all agreed we're not gonna play it, right? Nobody gets an unfair advantage. We're gonna play it when we get here. So that's what we did. We waited, and then I installed the game, and that was it. And then we played when we got here, and I fucking demolished, right? Pete got better over time.
Well,
Jeremy
I'm
did
not a Street Fighter guy. Remember
That's
that.
cute. Anyway.
I'm a Tekken guy.
Anyway, I would love to
Smash
see,
Brothers.
right? I would love to see if that holds true for Tekken, where Pete thinks that he's phenomenal and he's doing such a great job, and then Nick will, like, dude, what are you like? You're not even chaining anything.
That would be fun. My only thing with that is, Mister, I'm undefeated online, but he doesn't.
Undefeated.
Doesn't actually defend that title anymore. You know.
Yeah,
He's that guy who held.
You should
the
bring
WWE
Tekken
title
over.
for
Let's see
10
how
years
undefeated you are.
with one title defense.
I welcome any challengers.
I don't have Tekken. You should bring it over. Can you play 2 players on one console?
I would assume
Yes.
so.
Yeah, so bring it over.
It's a video game, Nick.
No, not all video games are like that, Pete.
Well, since we got 2 minutes left, is there anything you'd like to see? If there was, say we had an arcade, Improv Gaming arcade. Is there any game now that you would like to see as an arcade game?
Psyops the Mocking Conspiracy.
Yes. Pete.
How would that work, Pete?
Not at all.
Tell me how a narrative would work in an arcade environment.
Well, that's what he
you
would
get
like
you get a part of the story each quarter. Like
Telltale game on the arcade.
I think Telltale would work better.
Would you like to continue?
I think Telltale would
Do you
work
want to
much
see
better.
why the choice you did was so bad?
Like if you think about Time Crisis, like it was scripted and there was a train that you like there was a ride along,
exactly.
right? So Telltale might actually work better.
That's true. That's true.
Joe, I think you would agree with me when I say enter the Gungeon for the
That
arcade.
would, exactly. Something like that would be the perfect arcade
Birth of
game.
Rebirth, Isaac, The Binding of Isaac, Rebirth would work.
Isaac.
The Binding of Isaac.
Isaac. Not Isaac.
Were those 2 different words? Were those 2 different words that
You
you
want to put the
said?
emphasis on the 2 A's. So it's like Isaac. No, Gungeon would be a great arcade
Yeah,
game.
I'm saying. I think there would be, and I think there could be a lot of party games. Like you see, like
Mario Party would work.
Yeah, and you see like Guitar Hero, but I could see something like You Don't Know Jack as
They
like
kinda have
a
that.
crazy little multiplayer thing where it's like,
Oh, Power Stone. I forgot about Power Stone in the arcade. That was fucking awesome.
They have even now. I took the kids the one day, former kids. They have Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
I've
it's
seen
kind
that.
of like
yeah,
DDR, but
yeah. I've seen that
Mario
where you...
game. Yeah, exactly. You're running your feet and then you gotta jump and you gotta do all those things.
I don't know if you know this, Nick. Tekken 7 is also available in VR, and I challenge anybody in VR to.
I'm
take
never
me.
playing that in
He's
VR
gonna be
with
doing-
anybody
doing
ever.
flips.
Never. Ever.
He's martial law doing a flip kick thingy.
Ever.
Ever,
You know,
never, ever.
That's a Taylor Swift for me, bro.
Oh, that's true. Sir,
A game that I would like to come there. Oof. Don't go crazy with me. I'm kidding.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, let's bring Destiny to the arcade game. No, but I just
4
remember-
hours of your
Yeah.
life spent in
Just
quarters.
stand there.
To level up 1 power level.
Anyway, I got 15 seconds left, so let me
Yeah.
close this out. Thank you for watching. We are Improv Gaming. I don't know the outro, so go.
We come to you every Monday through Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is all about casual conversations, and Tuesday and Thursday is all about video games. Check it out. Subscribe if you have not. Thank you for watching, and as always, have conversations with random people, but not strangers.
Casually.
Casual.